She slept, unaware, her breath soft and steady, long lashes rested on pale cheeks, a picture of tranquility, oblivious to the shadows gathering around. Her name was Elara. Lost in a world of dreams, she dreamt of sunlight and meadows, not the cold stone that surrounded her, not the darkness that pressed in. The mansion held its breath, waiting, watching the sleeping girl with unseen eyes. The silence stretched, thick and heavy, anticipation hanging in the air. The old house creaked and groaned. A shiver ran down its ancient spine, dust cascading from the rafters. It was a place of forgotten things, of whispers and shadows. Each room held the echo of the past. Faded grandeur hinted at a forgotten elegance. Now, cobwebs draped the furniture like shrouds, and dust lay thick on the floor. A grandfather clock stood sentinel in the hall, its hands frozen in time. No sound but the rustle of unseen things and the distant moan of the wind. The air hung heavy, thick with the perfume of decay. A cold breeze snaked through the mansion. It rattled the windows and stirred the silence. Whispers danced in the darkness, barely audible, yet filled with a chilling intent. Shadows stretched and twisted, taking on grotesque forms in the flickering candlelight. They seemed to reach out, long fingers yearning to touch, to taste the innocence of her sleep. A floorboard groaned upstairs. Footsteps, silence, then a rustle, closer now, just outside the room. The air grew colder, a harbinger of something unseen. Elara stirred. Her eyes fluttered open, confused. She sat up, a delicate hand flying to her throat. The shadows seemed to draw back, retreating from the light of her gaze. "Hello?" Her voice was a small sound in the vast silence of the mansion. No answer but the whisper of the wind and the creaking of the house itself. She was alone, or so she thought. For a moment, a flicker of movement in the mirror caught her eye. A face, pale and gaunt, with eyes that burned with a cold, hungry light. Then it was gone, leaving only the reflection of her own fear. Elara wasn't alone. The mansion had been waiting, and now it had found its sleeping beauty.